Hello everyone. I just installed Windows Server 2012 R2 edition on my server actually, and I'm going to configure uh, Microsoft Active Directory DNS at the moment, and I will show you some basic configuration what I have done. Actually, I changed the computer name to DC1. This is only I have done the configuration, and I have enabled the remote management, and I also enable the remote desktop. So I will show you. Just click on remote desktop, select user and add user here, so you can make for the RDP connection. And as you can see, I'm using a trial version, so it is not activated. You can download this Microsoft iOS from the Microsoft website, and I will show you the IP address configuration on my workstation. As you can see here, I'm using Ethernet 0 interface. The IP address is 192.168.30.20 slash 24, and 30.254 is my gateway, and I'm using the same IP address as a DNS service. So I'm going to install the Active Directory DNS on this machine. So please kindly uh, stay with me and watch the video till end. Uh, let's proceed for the installation. So on the dashboard screen, either you can, if you close this window, unfortunately, unluckily, so you can just click on the server manager and it will reopen. If you are unable to see this add role feature or something, you can go to manage, and under the manage you will find the add role and features. They both have a same function. So I will just click here, add roles and feature. I will just click next. I'm going to role based as a feature based installation. Yes, next. And I'm going to choose my current machine 30.20 DC1. So click next, and what kind of services I want to install. I want to install my Active Directory and DNS services. So the additional feature will be automatically selected. So just click add feature. So at this stage you cannot, if I choose DNS server, I can also choose add feature. So Active Directory domain services and DNS. Okay, I will just click next. I don't require any feature, so next, 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 and restart the destination services automatically. If is it required, I will just click yes, and I will click on install. So this process will take a little bit of while. It will install the Active Directory and DNS server role, and the role features, and at the moment, as you can see that the installation is the feature installation is in process. So just wait for a while. Okay, as you can see, the configuration required installation succeed on DC1. So I will just click on close. Okay, so when you click here, as you can see, configuration required for Active Directory services. So, and if I click on the DNS, you will see the additional performance counter not started. So just wait. Okay, so here I will just click on more, and post deployment configuration is not started yet actually. As you can see, it is not started. It's only just in previous steps, it is only just install the feature, the role of the server, the feature role. So I will click here, promote this server to a domain controller. So click here. So it is asking, it giving us a few options. For example, add a new domain controller to existing domain. For example, if you're running already a Microsoft server platform and you want to make this server as existing domain part, so choose the first option. Or either if you want to add it to the new domain to existing forest, you can choose the second option. Or either if you, in my case, I'm going to use add as a new forest. So root domain name, I will just make it as ADC1, adc.com. So you can use anything because it's my demo lab setup. So you can use demo.com or demolab.com, or either you can use your own name like johnny.com, shabir.com, like my name is Shabir. So I'm just using adc.com. Okay, click next. Because when you click on this add new forest, it's actually creating a new forest, and it's also checking the existing forest details. So once this searching process done, we will move to the second step. So now it's asking for the forest function level. So from here, in my case, I will proceed as it is, and I'm not using a read-only domain controller. So I will just keep the option as it is. If you are running any other operating system other than 2010, like 2008, if you are having a existing server 2008, so you can choose 2008, or else you can just proceed for the current one. So we are using a new forest and new domain, so I'm just following my default options. Here you can type the password, the for the DSRM password, the directory service restore, any complex password. So now I will click on next. Okay, the zone, because the zone is not available, so we will just click next. Uh, Verify the net biomes assigned to a domain and changes necessary. So it's automatically uh, checking for the net BIOS name. So ADC, I am okay with ADC, or either if you want to modify, you can modify it. So click next. Okay, so here is the default Active Directory database for the log files and sysvolume and all other things. So it is a default path. I'm not going to touch this. So I will just click next. And here is the details that we followed in the previous steps, like new domain name adc.com. It's a net BIOS name ADC, forest and domain functional level 2012 R2. Uh, Global catalog, yes. DNS server, yes. So the delegation is not created, so it's that's why it's showing no here. So I will just click next. Now it's verifying the prerequisites for domain controller operations. So it will just take a little bit while here. Once this verification done, this install option will be active. Okay, all prerequisite check passed successfully. Click install to begin the installation. As you can see, it is showing green here. You can just ignore this warning messages here, but the prerequisite should be successfully passed, so it is okay. We will proceed for install option. So this installation process will take a little bit of while, so for the time being I will pause the video. Once this installation process is successfully completed, I will come back. Okay guys. uh, okay guys, you are about to be signed out. The computer is being restarted. As you can see, the computer is going to restart. So I will again pause the video, and once the computer come back, I will start my recording. Okay guys, my machine is online here, so I will yes, I will just click here. Okay, I will just go to actions. I will just go to guest, uh, control alt delete, and as you can see, our domain name is adc/administrator. So I will type my password. So my server is rebooted, and I will show you the server manager console. Okay guys, hold on. Okay guys, just wait for a while, I will be back. Hello guys, welcome back. As you can see, the dashboard is getting ready actually, and we have to wait just for a little bit, for a while. Yes, the services get refreshed, and as you can see, everything is installed perfectly. There are some messages. We have to fix these kind of DNS client queries and all this information which is need to be fixed actually. As you can see that performance counter and all these kind of things. So let's resolve all the things one by one. It is not only just related to the installation of the feature and services. We have to just proceed for a little bit more configuration. Okay, so I don't require this server manager anymore. I will just minimize it, and if you remember, uh, I have shown you my IP address of my Ethernet 0. In my starting video, I show you there was a IPv4 DNS server entry. It was mentioned here, but now it's removed. So I will just open the command prompt. I will just click CMD. Okay, so name service lookup, and my IP address, as you can see here. As you can see, my IP address is 192.168.30.20. So first of all, it is showing that the DNS request time out, and localhost and all these kind of things. So I think we have some problem with it, so we have to fix it. Now under the server manager, as you can see, all servers and okay, so DC1 is our machine name. Okay, local server. As you can see, the domain name is adc.com now, and the local machine name is DC1. So let's use ns lookup command again. I will use dc1.adc.com. So as you can see, still it's having DNS problem. So let's fix this issue. First of all, I have to go to my network adapter, and I have to put, as you can see, it is showing 192.127.0.0.1, the loopback IP address. So you have to change the loopback address to your real IP address. So 30.20 in my case. So click OK and OK. And if I go to details, as you can see, my DNS is 30.20. So let's close this and let's check it now. First I will go with the IP address. Okay, so now if you check here, before I type 30.20, it was showing localhost, and now it is showing DNS request time out, and the address is 30.20, and still the request is not resolved. So if I use the domain name, DC1 is my local machine name and adc.com is my domain name. So just hit enter and see. Now what is the difference? Before it was showing the loopback IP address, but now it is showing the IP address of the machine, as you can see here. So what we have to do, I will show you the DNS configuration actually. If we go to the tools and if we go to DNS, let's go from here. This is my DNS configuration. DC1 is my local machine name. Okay, and as you can see, the forward zone, as you can see in the forward zone, our DNS is forwarding the query, but our reverse lookup zone is not working properly. As you can see, we have a PTR record, host record for the machine. 30.20 is our local IP address, but when I click on the reverse lookup zone, there is no entry. So we will create a reverse lookup zone, new zone. I will just follow the simple configuration. I will not go into the details. I will just make it primary and next, 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 and I will just make it as 192.168.30. Okay, so I will just click next, next, finish. Simple. Once you finish this, you can just expand this and you can see there is some details. Okay, so I will just click here and I will just create a new PTR record. So click on new PTR record. What is the IP address of our server is 30.20. So I will just make it 20 and I will just click on browse. From the DC1, I will just expand this. Sorry, forward lookup zone, and I will go to adc.com, and from here you have to choose this host record, this one, DC1. Okay, as you can see, the selection is DC1 adc.com. Click OK. Okay, as you can see, the PTR record is mapped, and if I show you the entry in the forward zone, as you can see, the host record is 30.20, and here we also make the PTR record dc1.com 30.20. So let's go to the command prompt and we will use the same command again. Now we will use first our domain name, nslookup.dc1.adc.com. As you can see, the forward lookup zone and the reverse lookup zone is working fine now. And now I will use the IP address of my local server. And as you can see, the forward lookup zone and reverse lookup zone is properly configured right now. Okay guys, that's it for now. This is the basic installation and the Active Directory DNS configuration. Okay, and see you next time. Thank you very much for watching.